That was my best attempt at it. Hello, everyone. It is Briximus Prime back for another live stream unboxing. And before I get into anything that I talk about, I wanted to apologize for not really uploading a whole lot this week. I mean, I've not even done like absolutely anything this week. But for anyone who has followed me on Instagram, you probably, maybe you haven't, seen the post I made recently. I was just kind of updating about what was going on, so I decided to do that here on YouTube as well, since I'm not, since I don't have access to the whole feature of the, the posts, the like public post things on YouTube. I decided to just kind of mention about this in the live stream. I was at the Lego convention this weekend, or throughout this week. I had my new semester of college begin, so I'm taking classes. So just expect me to start winding down on the uploading. So I'm also going to have to balance that with work and also with my schooling. But I'm still going to try to upload as well. And I'm going to say it right now. The next review I have coming up is a double review for the Velocitron Speedia 500 Scourge and Override. So I have a double review coming out for both of them. Is my next review I'm going to be working on. But as of right now, the Lego convention just got done this past weekend. Like literally just yesterday was the last day. And oh my gosh, I'm really exhausted, but it was really fun. I really liked it. I have a huge haul of stuff. I was going to show it off very briefly in the live stream, but here's the little lanyard tag. It's got the Brick Slopes logo. It's a local thing here in Utah. It's the only Lego convention in Utah that I'm aware of. This year's theme was like haunted, like the spooky theme. So I also got the t-shirt. The t-shirt is of a little zombie minifigure. It's got this cool like neon green and pinkish kind of design going. Very nice, like kind of haunted kind of theme going on. So I got the shirt, got the lanyard, and then I got a bunch of other stuff. But before I get into the rest of it, I did want to cover. For some reason, I guess it's become a tradition in these live streams for me to show off what comic books I've gotten. So I guess that's a tradition thing now. So I guess first thing I bought while I was since the last live stream, I bought this War Machine. It's the Ironheart War Machine series. This was a series that was created before the Ironheart character was even made. And so I don't know if the name of the character got inspired by the title of this series, but this War Machine series is called Ironheart. It's I'm sure a lot of people have heard of it. It's the one where War Machine fights Ares. You know, that famous image right there on the back, semi-famous image right there in the back. So there's that. Haven't read this series before, but I've heard of it. So I'm interested to read that one. And then I also decided to pick up, this is a bit of an older issue series, but I decided to pick it up and see how it is. But I picked up this variant edition cover of the Sinister War series. It's got Doc Ock on it. It says Sinister War. It's issue number 1. Heard of this series. Basically, it's about a bunch of Spider-Man's villains that, like, you know, people have been in the Sinister Six or not, and they all just start versing against each other in a Captain America Civil War kind of style way. So, man, got my hands on that because it sounded like an interesting series, and we'll see how that goes. And then I also picked up the first issue of Edge of Spider-Verse. This is a newer series that just came out recently, and I'm interested in reading this one. And hey, look, Spider-Rex. Yes, it's a thing. Go look it up. So yeah, that's what I got for comic books. And I guess we'll just get into the Lego convention stuff. And before I get into it, yes, I will address that isn't why I'm doing the live stream unboxing. I do have 2 Big Bad Toy Store boxes back here that I do need to open. So that's the actual reason why I'm doing the live stream. But because I have all this other brand new stuff to show off, might as well show it off while I'm here. And I know this is not the Lego channel. This is the Briximus Prime channel. I still want to show because it gives me the time to show off the other things that I'm interested in, like comic books and Lego and other stuff that's not just Transformers. So Anyway, if you can't tell, I sound a little tired. I'm really exhausted from the 3 days because Thursday was a prep day for the Lego convention where everyone's getting everything all set up and built. And then the second day is when we finish it up and then the public comes and everyone goes around and you can do shopping and whatever with all the booths and everything. And then the third day is when they announce all the awards and they give out all the stuff and the prizes and yada, yada, yada. And there's so many cool raffles and you get so much free crap. And it's fun. I love the convention. I go to it every year. It's just a little exhausting because I put so much time and hours and money into building the models. And then when you finally win or not, like it's just really exhausting and I'm just tired. But I still wanted to do this live stream and I still want to do YouTube for you guys. I'm just trying to take the time to recuperate after the convention and also preparing for school. So again, apologies for not really uploading. But anyway, getting into just some of the stuff that I got. Some of the prizes that they give out here. I got my hands on some extra parts, just some bags of extra bricks and parts for building. So these will be helpful for when I'm making, more steampunk models or I'm making just models in general. Yeah, one of the things I build a lot is steampunk. For some reason, steampunk's just one of those things that I do a lot. So I don't know why I'm really good at steampunk, but these will be helpful for building. Where am I putting these? Shoot. I don't got like a bin or something I can throw these in, do I? Son of a gun. Whatever, I'll just throw them over here. All right, well, I got those bricks. I traded around and I bargained and dined this one guy to convince me to give me it's the hidden side drag racer. Here, let me get out the instruction booklet so you can kind of see what it looks like. There we go. It's this like drag racer set. So that's how you kind of know what it is that I got. So I got that hidden side drag racer. It was one of those like promotional sets where it's like a limited time set you can only get if you buy over a certain amount of money at Lego, and then they throw it in with your order for free. But since I never ordered stuff during that time when that happened, I ended up not being able to get it, so I just bought it separately. That same thing also applies to this little thing right here. This is for the Lego Monkey Kid series. There's this little Monkey Kid polybag where it's the I don't know where the name polybag started. Don't bother asking, but it's the Monkey Kid. He's on his little ramen noodle delivery bike. Because in the show, in the Monkey Kid show, he or anime, I guess, he works for a noodle guy, and so this is his like delivery bike that he rides. So there's that, and then this is getting through the small stuff. So every year we always get a swag bag, and the swag bag usually is filled with a bunch of goodies and cool stuff. This year the swag bag had a little bag of really nice pieces. Like there's the little candle holder piece. There's a sticker of a Lego goat. There's this printed window with the painting right there of that one guy from the Lego Adventures theme. So there was that. And then also in the swag bag this year, they had a zombie minifigure. This is what the packaging looks like. I took it out of the packaging, but it's the zombie that was on the design for the t-shirt. So if I find him, I'll show him off. I just don't see because I took him out of the packaging and now I can't find him. So wait, no, there he is. Here he is. Here's the little Brick Slopes zombie. Not sure if my camera is going to pick this guy up or not, but here he is. There we go. That actually worked out pretty well. So yeah, there's the little zombie minifigure. That was the minifigure of this year. Hey guys, TFN07 and Firewall. Lego? I thought you were unboxing Transformers. If you were here, TFN, at the beginning of the live stream, I'm just giving crap. I'm tired. I was just talking about how I'm a huge Lego guy, and I just barely got out of the Lego convention that just happened. So I was showing off some of the stuff that I got from the Lego convention while I've got my Big Bad Toy Store boxes back here. So I will be unboxing Transformers, just sit tight for a minute because I like Lego a lot, and I wanted to show off the stuff that I got. And again, I'm trying to rush through all this, but also at the Lego convention in the swag bag, I got a minifigure pack from the Simpsons series, and I looked inside, and it's just Homer. Just a little Homer Simpson figure, and he looks pretty good, I guess. There's Homer. So got that guy. Got a coupon for a Lego thing. Got one of these Lego Marvel packs with it's the Captain America Falcon. Captain Falcon in there. That's an entirely different character. And then there's just a bunch of minifigures in here that I got from other vendors or whatever, like just minifigures. But anyway, moving on to the actual Lego set stuff. Oh yeah, and let me move that as well. Moving on to the actual Lego set stuff before I get into the boxes. I managed to bargain with this one vendor who let me take this off his hands. This is the Lego Lord of the Rings Wizard Duel, I think is what it's called. It's got it's the scene in the movie of Lord of the Rings where Gandalf and Saruman duel each other, and it's got like the Eye of Sauron. Anyway, I have it built right here. This little fight scene thing right there, and it's got the Eye of Sauron in the Seeing Stone. I love Lord of the Rings, and Lego Lord of the Rings are some of the most expensive things to buy nowadays. So getting it used, I was happy with getting that. Transformers. Today I got around to read Batman Death in the Family, like a physical copy. Ooh, something you don't see a lot in my area. I prefer having physical copies over digital comic books, so I'm just weird like that, I guess. Anyway, moving on to the other Lego stuff. I did win an award. Just to make that clear, I did win an award at the Lego convention, so I wanted to show that off really briefly. I won I'll show it off on my Lego channel if anyone's actually interested, but this is the trophy. This is what it looks like. This is what the Brick Slopes logo looks like. It's the 3 Lego slopes in the 3 different colors. And so they built a giant version of it for the trophy, and there it is. It says Best Steampunk Brick Slopes 2022. And so there's the trophy I got. And then each trophy for the awards come with a Lego set with it. The Lego set I got with the trophy. Yeah, I had a lot of fun at the event, Firewall. I mentioned about it more in depth earlier. But so the Lego set I got with the trophy was technically I didn't get this set. I got a different one. It was the giant buildable Lego Baby Yoda. But the problem is I have that one already. So I asked a guy if he wanted to trade around sets, and he said yes. So instead of getting the giant Baby Yoda, which I already had, instead I got a set I didn't have, which is the Boba Fett bust, the Boba Fett helmet bust set. So I managed to get my hands on this one, and I'm really happy about it because I love Boba Fett. Boba Fett's one of my favorite characters in Star Wars, and so this is just a perfect set for me to build. And this is definitely a nice set to display as well. So happy that I ended up getting this instead of another freaking Baby Yoda. Because honestly, I don't really like how the set looks either. The Baby Yoda doesn't look all that great. I mean, it looks fine in person, but winner, winner, chicken dinner. Inflatable Displays 13. You are new. I've not seen you before. Moving on to the next Lego thing. I got, this was my small award. I didn't get first place, but in one of the games, it's the team speed build where you have to build a Lego set together as a team. I ended up winning this was like the small time prize, but I ended up getting the Hidden Side shrimp boat. They have the artwork right here on the front, and then here's an image of the actual set itself. The actual set is this boat, and it comes with like a little like rock island and all this stuff right here. So I ended up getting that set. So not bad. Not bad. I like the Hidden Side stuff. So there's the Hidden Side set. And then there was a booth there that made these custom things, and I thought it was really cool. I had to pick one up. Like I really needed to get one of these. It's by the company Tricked Out Bricks. They make these display stands. And this display stand specifically is for the Millennium Falcon. It's supposed to be a display stand, so you can display it flying in the air, and you can have the minifigures on it. And as you can, I don't know if you can see it on the camera, I have the Millennium Falcon right up here. And so I wanted to get the display stand for it. So there is the display stand. And it's really high quality too, really glossy like plastic, and it's like really high quality stuff. So that'll be fun to put together. And then this is kind of Transformers related, little bit, maybe a little more mecha anime-esque, I guess. But I did get the Lego Creator Super Robot set out of another one of the games. And it looks a lot like Gal Gar, doesn't it? Looks kind of like from the Brave series, Gal Gar, if anyone knows who Gal Gar is. But the Super Robot definitely looks like a Voltron, Gal Gar, Transformer, Japanese robot type thing. So that's why I'm happy that I got this set, because it's reminiscent of Transformers. So yeah, am I the only one? Does this look like Gal Gar, or does this look like a different one? Does this look like another, or does this look like another super robot of some kind that people know about? But yeah, maybe this guy will go next to my Lego Optimus Prime. I might have joined on my actual Transformers Lego channel before or watched after the streams. Okay, but yeah. All right, inflatable displays 13. But yeah, there's the Lego Creator Super Robot. Yeah, I think it looks like Gal Gar. And then let's see what's next. Oh, I guess it's a good time to talk about this. So one of the things that's held at the Lego convention for all of the adult, because if it wasn't clear before, the Lego convention is run by it's run by a lot of AFALs, which stands for Adult Fan of Lego. AFAL. It's a abbreviation. So all of the adult fans of Lego, they get together and they build, and they have these incredible displays that look super awesome. And so there's not really any little kids involved. So like when I say Lego convention, it makes it sound like it's like a little kid thing. No, it's far from it. Especially from this next topic. On Friday night, we played Lego poker. Basically, you just play poker, and instead of actually betting money, you're just playing poker. And if whoever wins poker gets a Lego set as a prize. But of course, with me knowing not that much about poker, I was the first person to lose in poker. So, but at the end of the convention, during their closing ceremonies, they still gave me a little some little awards for being the first to lose. But I got this little Christmas like truck, like this little like Christmas like pickup truck set, I guess is what it is. So hey, there we go. I got this little like Christmas set for. Maybe I'll build this when the Christmas time comes over later. But yeah, I played. Were the chips Lego bricks too? No, they weren't. But I still kept telling everybody, how come the chips aren't bricks? Like that, it sounds genius. Just change the blue chips to blue bricks, red chips for red bricks, and then green for green and black for black. Like, come on, like why did you not use bricks instead of chips? But anyway, whatever. But anyway, so I got this for being the loser in poker, and then also for being the loser in poker. This guy who's at the convention, he makes these custom knives, like these custom like arrowhead, like old timey like knives, and he gave me this for being the loser in poker. It's this little like arrowhead right here, and it's got like a tooth of some kind across the bottom, and it's all tied up, and I like it. It looks good. I like it. I'm always been a big guy for knives. I'm not that big a guy for knives, but I always have thought knives were cool, and I've decided that I'm going to use this to open my boxes today. So we'll see if this works as an actual knife, but we'll see. I thought it'd be interesting if I use that to open the boxes today. So anyway, moving on from the Lego poker topic. Another thing that they do at the convention is they do a bunch of raffles. They put everybody's name of everyone who's there at the convention who's competing. They put everyone's names in a little digital like wheel. and then they'll spin the wheel and someone's name will come up, and they keep doing that until they run out of Lego, until everyone has something. So I got my name called a couple of times in the raffle. One time it was for those bags of bricks that I showed off earlier. I got these bags of bricks earlier for one of them. That was one of the raffle things I won. Another raffle thing I won was a Brickheads. I'm not a big fan of Brickheads. Basically, it's Lego's version of like a Funko Pop, I guess, or like a bobblehead. But I got the Brickhead of Captain Salazar from Pirates of the Caribbean, the 5th one. There's an image of what Salazar looks like from Pirates of the Caribbean, in case you didn't know. If the camera decides to focus on Captain Salazar. I swear, this freaking lighting sucks. But you get the idea. I got the Brickhead, and yeah, so that was one of the raffle items that I won. So that was cool, I guess. And then, oh yeah, I also got this item in one of the raffles as well. That old Lego Dimensions video game, I bought it from Ross like a little bit ago for like $13. So this will definitely be useful. But another one of the raffle items was a Lego Dimensions pack with Emmett from the Lego movie. So there's Emmett from the Lego movie right there. So yeah, very nice. It's not too glamorous. I mean, Emmett isn't really one of the big isn't really one of like the big collectible figures in the entire like history of Lego, but I still think he's an all right character. I mean, he's played by Chris Pratt, so little Lego Chris Pratt. There we go. And then oh yes, I also got this from the raffle as well. You know, from the raffle stuff, I also won the Lego Speed Champions 1985 Audi Sport Quattro S1. This is what it looks like. Was there a Transformer that turned into one of these, or am I overthinking something? I swear someone transformed into one of these, possibly. It's from 1985, so it's quite possible someone has turned into one of these. But anyway, I got that Lego Speed Champion set, and thankfully this is one of the newer Speed Champion sets. So this is from the newer wave of sets, which means they're more in scale with the actual cars to minifigures than they are than others. But anyway, if it wasn't clear, I'm mostly using this Lego thing to really kill the time for the unboxing, because I always have a hard time killing time in the other unboxings when I don't have this stuff. But anyway, there's that Speed Champions one that I also got from the raffle. And then these are my last two from the games. You know, because what happens is you compete in the games, and when you compete in the Lego games, the set you used to compete in the game, because they give you one in order to play, you get to keep that set. But if you win, then you get the chance at getting another prize Lego set. Anyway, so I ended up getting this Speed Champion, or not Speed Champions, Lego Stunts pullback motorcycle. It's this little golden motorcycle that you just pull back, like you rev up and you let go and it goes, and it's got a little driver on it. And that looks pretty all right. Like there's the driver. He's got his fancy sunglasses and his hair and his like leather jacket and whatever. But there you go. Little like motorcycle guy. I don't think there is a Transformer that turns into that. Oh, into the 1985 Audi. I feel like there would be one. I mean, it is from 1985. Who knows? Who knows? But anyway, there's that. And then I got this set from the Speed Build. This is from the Speed Build. You know, it's pretty self-explanatory. You just win the game by, you know, whoever builds the set the fastest. And again, because I didn't win, but I still was able to walk away with the set I used. This was the Lego set that was for the Speed Build. It's this little like Lego city, like little garden area or like little park area. There's like a groundskeeper, and there's like a couple of little Lego squirrels and like a little like tree with a little like lunch table thing. So very nice looking little cute set. But hey, even though it's not really something I, you know, pick up, it's still free Lego. So still free Lego. So okay, anyway, so I thought there was something in the chat that I missed. Anyway, last couple things, I promise. Last couple of things from the last couple of things from the Lego stuff before we move on to the packages. This is we've now gotten down to the stuff that I got for free. Now down to the 3 things that I bought. These are the 3 things that I paid for. So again, this is a set that's another one of those promotional things, like I said, where it's like if you pay a certain amount of money, you get it for free. But this was one of those bigger ones where you had to spend over like $200 on Lego.com in order to get it. So anyway, I have no idea what's going on in the chat right now, whatever it is. I don't know. Just if it's something inappropriate, please stop. Anyway, I lost my train of thought. The Lego, it's this promotional set they made specifically just for giving away to people that bought, over $200 of Lego, but I obviously couldn't pay for that and get the set for free. So instead, I went and bought it off a vendor guy who had it there. This is the Lego Ideas Sailboat Adventure. It's this little Lego Ideas set. It's got this little boat, and it comes with some comes with some dolphins, got 2 minifigures, and I really like it. I genuinely love how this sailboat came out. I love the big sails. I love the actual boat section of it. I really like it. Like, this is just one of those sets that's just really simplistic and really charming at the same time that I just had to get it. I just really like it. Like, I genuinely like how this set came out. There's not a lot of sets that do that to me, that really genuinely surprised me about that. Mecha's Reviews. That's another new viewer. How are you? Somebody asked if you unboxed the Transformer, and we said that you didn't. Okay. No, not yet. I haven't unboxed anything yet. Still back here on the thing. I'm going to use this to unbox it, so we'll see how that goes. I'm almost done with the Lego, I promise. So yeah, I got the sailboat. That's done. And then I got an older Lego set from the old Alien Conquest line. Basically, it was a toy line about these aliens that were coming to invade Earth, and they would take over, brainwash humans or whatever. And then the sets were basically aliens versus the ADU, which were these guys in blue armor that looked kind of just these military guys in suits, and they would come and try to fend off Earth from the aliens. But anyway, I got one of the alien sets. This is the Alien Tripod. This is part of that Alien Conquest line. It's an older line from 2012, but I really grew up on this line, even though I didn't have a lot of the sets, but I really, really loved it. So I bought this old thing off of a guy for $20, and normally this set is really expensive on eBay. So really happy I got this. I'm really nostalgic for Alien Conquest, and the only reason he let it off for me for a little cheap is because the box was already pre-opened, but all the pieces are still sealed in their bags. So at least it's brand new in that way. Anyway, last Lego set, I promise. Last Lego set, and we'll get into the packages. I promise. Though this one might be more relevant to a lot of you because I loved this movie a lot. I really love this movie. Yeah, the boat looks good. This movie was really good, and I had to get all of the minifigure scale sets from it because they made some other Lego sets for it, but they weren't in minifigure scale, so I didn't really care that much. But this is the Lego the Batcave from Robert Pattinson's The Batman. This is the Batcave. So I have the Batmobile and I have the Batcycle little sets, and those can combine together. There's supposed to be a feature here where you can actually put the Batmobile in this scene. So I managed to get my hands on the Lego Batcave, and I actually pretty bargained and dimed the guy for this. And I managed to get this for actually pretty dang cheap, I'd say. So very cool, very cool. Really, I love this movie, and so I had to get all the sets that I wanted from it. And this was the last one that I needed from the Batman movie. And I'm really happy about it. I got the Batcave. And obviously I have the Batmobile and everything else, like I said. So it feels complete. I now have the whole wave of the minifigure scale Batman sets. I'm happy about it. Oh boy, that was all the Lego. My gosh, took me almost 25 to 30 minutes just to get through all of it. Gosh. Let me move the Lord of the Rings set out of the way. And there was a lot of other stuff that I got, but it's just a bunch of like little minifigures and just like little bricks. So I don't want to go through every single one of those just to show you guys. But anyway, still debating on the Lego Technic, the Batman Batmobile. Yeah, I actually saw it on display. It looks really cool, but I'm not a big Technic guy. I mean, I like Technic, but I'm not as big of it as some people are. But still, though, I still think it's a cool looking Lego Batman set. But anyway, so I got the Batcave, got all those sets, all the Legos out of the way. All right, TFN. Excuse me, I burped for a little bit. Firewall, TFN, everyone who's actually here for the Transformers. We're finally there. Oh my gosh. Freaking impatient. All right, here's the first Big Bad Toy Store box. I'm only opening this one first because this was the one that I got first. This one I got literally yesterday. This one I got like a couple days ago, during the convention in school. So I wasn't able to open this up on live stream anytime soon, but here it is. So let's see if this knife actually works. This cool knife that I got from Briximus. So let's see. There we go. I'd say that was a success. Oh, I can already see it through Big Bad Toy Store's bubble wrap. Not bad. The knife basically worked. Not bad. Oh, man. This looks so good. Oh, I didn't know this was a freaking... It looks so good. Oh, man. I really like how this looks. Oh, my gosh. I had no idea this was a gold label. Anyway, getting it out of the way, this isn't a Transformers figure. This is the Mcfarlane Toys figure. Resident Evil figures from Mcfarlane Toys. Yeah, that'd be cool. This is the Mcfarlane Toys Doom Eternal Doomslayer in the white armor. I had no idea this was a gold label, but then again, this is a Big Bad Toy Store exclusive figure. So, yeah, this is the Big Bad Toy Store exclusive Doomslayer. It's in the white armor, though in the game they call this the Astro armor. Not sure why they called it just white armor, but this is the figure that comes with the Crucible. Can't really see it very well because it's hidden by the gold label, but the Crucible is right there underneath that. And, oh, it just looks so beautiful. My gosh. I love the white really pops at you, the grays, the reds, the little bits of red panel lining, and oh my gosh. And the clear plastic they used on the Crucible too. Oof, it looks really good. Which, by the way, hope you guys enjoyed the Firewall. I hope you enjoyed the Marauder review that I finally got out, the Mcfarlane Toys Marauder. But anyway, so this will be definitely a follow-up review. I'm going to double review this guy with the Ember Skin Doomslayer, the one with the flaming head. So I'll definitely do a double review between this guy and that one. Really love this Doomslayer figure. Ooh, it looks so good. I love how this thing looks. And that gold label thing just looks good. But again, gold label figures can be quite a problem. But I can't deny the gold that they use on the packaging looks good. All right, now let's get into the Transformers package. Whoa, jeez. Took forever to get here. And hey, there we go. The knife actually cut this open better than the other one. Nice. Okay. Ah. There we go. We got the Big Bad Toy Store sticker. Anyway. I put the knife down. Oh boy. Just saying this right now, this looks a lot better in person than it did in the promotional images. There's a lot of, I know I say that about a lot of figures, but this guy looks better in person than he does in the promotional images. Huh. Okay, this is the wait, hang on. So Mcfarlane Toys acquired the rights for the Avatar movie, and they showed off there on the. Oh yeah, they're gonna be doing the Avatar figures. Guess what? I don't care. I honestly don't really care that much about the Avatar movie. I don't know why people think it's such an amazing franchise. I'm like, I mean, I still don't even know how to comprehend that that movie is the highest grossing movie in the world. What? Doesn't make sense to me. But anyway, let's stop beating around the bush. This is the Transformers Legacy Deluxe Class Prime Universe Knockout. So yes, I got my first Deluxe Class figure from this wave, and I just realized he is mistransformed in the promotional images. Way to go. Way to go, Hasbro photographer. Way to go. But anyway, Prime Knockout. There he is. There he is for you. Like I said, he actually looks better in person than he does in the promotional images. I don't know if you can see it because my camera absolutely sucks, but his knee joint over here, the knee is supposed to connect into the panel of the shin, but on the back of the box, it's not tabbed in. Here, let me grab Jazz to show you, because he is a retool of the '86 Jazz. So let me show you this. Right here, it's this knee right here. This part right there. See that little black joint right there? This is supposed to tab into the back of the shin like that, but in the promotional images, they have it untabbed like this, where it's not even connected to that shin. I know that kind of looked horrible because of my camera, but screw this camera. Screw this webcam, but that's what it is I was trying to show off. Stand up. There we go. Ow. Hit my knee on the table. So yes, Prime Universe Deluxe Class Knockout. So yes, let's get this guy out of the package. Why not? Why not? Let's see if I can use this to get him out of the. See if I can use this to get him out of the out of his box. Come on, you little prick. I feel like this isn't working. Wait, maybe. Hey, I think I got it. Hey, there we go. Cut the tape. I successfully took Knockout out of the packet, opened his box with this knife. Oh. So yeah, to my knowledge, this guy is a retool of Jazz, and it's a little more apparent when you actually look at him in person. Like I said, it's a lot more noticeable. So yeah, it looks like... Oh, yep, there's his accessories and that little baggie in the back. Comes with his spear thingy, which he surprisingly doesn't use as much as I thought he would in the... He doesn't actually use it all that much in the actual Transformers show. Like, I was surprised. I recently watched Transformers Prime not that long ago. I just rewatched the whole series like a little bit ago. And surprisingly, he actually doesn't use this weapon as much as he did in the show. Like, I was actually surprised by it. I mean, like, he does use it in the show. Like, he does use it. but not as often as they like to justify this being his main accessory. But then again, this was also included with like all of the knockout toys, so I guess that makes sense, you know. But anyway, so let's get this out of the way, get that stupid paper thing out of the way, and I don't know if I'm gonna try this with the plastic twisty ties. I don't know, like let's try it at least for this one. Let's just try it. Let's just fancy the idea that I can get this guy out of the packaging with a very primitive looking knife. What the heck just happened? I don't think I cut that. I don't think that got cut. Actually, I think I can just slide this guy out. There's a leg. I don't think I need to cut any of the twisty ties to get this guy out of his packaging. I think a chainsaw or a drill hand would have been more appropriate. Yeah, I think a drill hand would have been more appropriate for this guy because he used those a lot more often, at least in my eyes, in the show. More throughout the show, because since he's the medical officer of the Decepticons, he was, well, I guess he was also a scientist among the Decepticons, but that was before Shockwave rejoined with them again later in the show. But yeah, point is, Knockout is a cool character. I like him. He's a good character from Prime, and I don't think I'm going to need the instructions to transform him because, honestly, I don't really... He's just based on Jazz. He's not that hard to transform. All right, got the packaging all situated. Move that over here. All right, let's take a closer look at Knockout. Also, I'm pretty sure he's mistransformed because this part is not folded in as it should be because, again, this guy is transformed according to Jazz. So this part, there we go, should hinge right into there, and then these close up. There you go. Now his backpack looks better. So it wasn't fully transformed. And then the toes flip out, which his feet are new. I do know that. Stop untabbing, you stupid thing. All right, there we go. He looks pretty good, I'd say. All right, yeah, let's give a closer look. Hopefully my camera can pick him up well, but here is Knockout. Come on, focus. Webcam. Hello. McFly, hello. Oh gosh, this looks so freaking horrible. Like, come on, focus. Oh, almost had it. Come on, focus. You stupid camera. There we go, kinda. Yeah, barely got it. But what other figures are you missing from Wave 2? Let's see. I'm missing all the core class figures, and I'm not going to pick up the Soundwave, but that's not one that I have. And then I don't have the I don't have Tarantulas, the Alita one, or Tarantulas, Alita 1, or the Wild Rider. So basically, I have everybody except the rest of the deluxes besides Knockout and the core class figures. Because I have, and the Soundwave, because I have Blitzwing. He's the only new figure in the Wave 2. I have G-Axis. I have Motormaster. I just don't have the core class Shockwave, and then the other deluxes that I wanted besides Knockout. And then obviously Knockout can double hand. He can dual wield his spear thing, I think. I think he can double hold it, or maybe it's just one hand. I don't know. Yeah, he can hold it like right here. Like he looks like a walking stick kind of way of holding it. See if I can get a good pose with him holding it. Yeah, his head looks fairly accurate, I'd say. Like it's not super duper accurate, but it's definitely like it looks like him. It looks like Knockout. I'll at least say that. But hey, come on. Knockout is only half the package. Knockout also has his luxurious vehicle mode because, as Knockout has said, they produce some fine looking automobiles. Here he is, like in a running pose with his big old spear thing, like strapped onto his arm. Yeah, there we go. And if anyone's wondering what the energon part of his weapon is, he does have the metallic blue on the tip, but it's also this black part around it is made out of a smoky black plastic, kind of similar to G-Axis. So that's, I guess, where his energon weapon part comes from. Anyway, let me transform this guy really fast. Because, come on, the vehicle mode of Knockout is like an entire other half of the character, because Knockout is always such a priss about his paint job and his finish. So it's like, his vehicle mode is like, that's like almost all of his character right there. Plus, it's where it's the vehicle mode that really shines, because that's where most of the retooling happened, was to get this guy to turn into an entirely different car than what Jazz turned into. So that's mostly what I'm trying to get at, is because I want to see it. I want to see this alternate mode. Also, I'm saying it now, I feel like this guy's transformation is a little bit smoother than those previous figures. I feel like because of the retooling, it's made him a little bit smoother, to give him a smoother transformation. They probably gave Knockout the spear because it looks generic enough to be reused later on. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. Like, they can just reuse the knife part, maybe give it to another character that could use a spear, I guess. I don't know. Who else could even use a spear is what I'm wondering. Like, who else would use a spear? Can't really think of anyone off the top of my head, but so far this transformation feels a lot smoother than some of the other figures that this mold is based from. Even Jazz, like, this guy feels really good to transform. I don't know why this guy is a lot better. I guess it's just because it's Knockout. Well, that's cool. Okay, that's really cool. I'm starting to see his vehicle mode now that I'm in the middle of transforming him. Obviously, oh, man, that's tight. That's a tight peg. The alternate mode weapon storage isn't all that great, but it is what it is. Come on, tab, in. Come on, tab, you go in. There we go. And this tab's in to there. There we go. Why are you not working? You are designed to click in right there. Wow. That looks good. Here is Knockout in his vehicle mode. Come on, you stupid freaking webcam. Come on. Focus him. Oh, it keeps doing that. It keeps like trying to focus and then it like unfocuses. There we go. I like the yellow rims. It's got his paint scheme. And there it goes. But hey, at least you got to see it for a little bit. Yeah, there he is. For some reason, he looks like a brighter red on camera, because I can see it right here. It looks like a brighter red on camera, but in person, it's a more navy red. Thought that was just interesting. Like, what the heck? Like, it looks brighter on the live stream. Like, that's weird. If I have to nitpick, I don't think Knockout ever wore a Decepticon logo. No, but because it's purple on red, it's actually quite unnoticeable. Like, let me see if I can get that to focus. Like, because it's a purple with the red, it's actually quite unnoticeable. And also because of how small it is. But hey, I'm not complaining. Okay, now it's not focusing on me. Way to go. Way to go. Hello. There we go. But yeah, there's Knockout. I'm looking to see if there's maybe a way to... Oh. That's a detail that's going to get overlooked a whole lot. Under his feet, when his toes aren't flipped out, he has these tiny little exhausts in there. You can barely see them. Anyway, you could like see it for like a split second, but anyway, that was just a detail. I was like, that's gonna get unnoticed. And yeah, his weapon storage is you just peg this on there, and yeah, that looks pretty standard for weapon storage. I mean, weapon storage is appreciated, but like that just looks like every other weapon storage I've seen done on another Transformer, like all the time. Like it's not that remarkable. But hey, if you want Knockout to just use this piece, I can see this being open to some really good customization for weapons. Like I can see this being used for a hammer. I could see this being used for like a big old gun, or like I can see this being used for a lot of things. Or actually, this could be a gun on its own. Like just this, like that looks like a gun on its own. Like there you go. Actually, I think this is how it was on the box. Yeah, this is how it was on the box. So it is meant to look like a gun that way. Okay, I just figured that out on my own, and it's already on the box. Like I said, I'm kind of slow right now. But hey, there we go. Come on, you freaking thing. I will say this, the little spear tip getting onto that peg is kind of tough to do. Oh, there we go. Got it in. Yeah. Are you going to review any Build-A-Figures? What are your plans for future reviews? Well, I just barely mentioned earlier in the video that I was planning on my next review because, since I've not been uploading it all this week. I mentioned that earlier I'm going to be my next review that I'm going to work on is my double review on the Velocitron Speedia 500 Scourge and Override. So those are going to be the next figures that I'll review, and then I'm just going to keep going down my list that I had before the convention, so I'm just going to keep going like everything's normal. And then, what was the other question? Are you going to review any Build-A-Figures? I'm assuming you're talking about Build-A-Figures from Marvel Legends. Well, here's the thing, though. A lot of the recent Marvel Legends that have been coming out, they've been picking such niche characters for Build-A-Figures that I don't give a crap about. And so I'm just like, so any of the recent Build-A-Figures I'm not really going to review, but I do have a couple of Build-A-Figures that I have completed because I've actually liked all the figures in the waves they've come in, and I do think I'll review some of them. Like I do have a couple Build-A-Figures that I can review. But just let it be known, they're all older ones. I don't really have any of the newer ones because there's never been any newer ones that I actually give a shiz. So Bone Crusher looks good, but I don't care enough about the X-Men. That's the other problem. I've never really cared all that much about the X-Men because sadly I didn't grow up in the 90s, and the X-Men were like really big in the 90s because I didn't grow up on the X-Men 97 series. I still like the X-Men. I'm just not super duper into them because of their lack of movies, or at least good movies in recent years. There have been good movies. Like I like some of their original movies from the early and mid to late 2000s, but throughout the 2010s and but like Dark Phoenix and some of those other films, like it's like they've not been given the justice they deserve is the problem. So the problem with that is that the only character from the X-Men that I actually care about is Magneto and Wolverine, and maybe Gambit. And I mean, there are other X-Men that are nice. I mean, I like Colossus, I think is cool, and Beast, but like my favorites that I'd be willing to own figures of would be Magneto, Wolverine, and Gambit. So if it's not those three, I don't really care. Never really cared about Storm's character, honestly. I think she's kind of overrated. I know it seems like a bit of I feel that seems like a very negative opinion, but again, I've never really seen a whole lot of X-Men materials that has really made me care about Storm or some of these other characters. But I want to get into the X-Men. It's just they just really have a lack of not anything good. Like some of their comics that have been coming out recently, they've been horrible. Like the last X-Men comic I read was the X of Swords and the Excalibur series, and then I think there was another one, but like they were all like not that great. Not that great. Oh, but I did like that one comic. It's the comic with the Tri-Sentinel. The actual Tri-Sentinel, not the one that was in the Build-A-Figure. The actual Tri-Sentinel. The one where it has the head, and head, where it has the three heads around it. They had that as an alternate head for the HasLab Sentinel. It was they had the Tri-Sentinel head. I read the comic the Tri-Sentinel came in, and I actually liked it. I liked the Tri-Sentinel comic line. I just can't remember what it was called. But it's just Marvel needs to get their crap together recently with some of their comics. I mean, what the comic book I said that I just got was a older 2009 War Machine comic. I mean, like, I bought the older stuff, not the newer stuff. I mean, I did buy that new Spider-Verse comic, but like, still though, like, I prefer the older stuff. Like, come on, Marvel, step it up. But anyway, this has almost gone on for about an hour, so that is basically it for my review, or not review. You can see that I'm tired because I'm now starting to lose my mind. That is it for this live stream unboxing. I don't really have much else to say. I just really wanted to get some rest before I have to start my next week of college this week, because like I said, I got my new semester just began, and that's why I haven't really uploaded a whole lot, because it just began this past week, and then Briximus also happened to be this weekend, and just so much stuff stacked on top of each other, and I just am exhausted and tired, and today's finally one of those days that I finally am able to get some rest. But I still wanted to take the time to do this live stream unboxing for you guys. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. And again, I'm going to be working on reviews now that Briximus has passed, and I just have to focus on school and possibly work. Well, and other stuff in my schedule. I'm going to set some time aside to do some reviews. I'll, start having them come out slowly for you guys, and we'll see how it goes. And I hope you guys enjoy the reviews that I do. And so, yeah. Thank you all for watching. This has been Briximus Prime. And be sure to check out my other reviews and toy reviews that I've done. I feel like some of them have not been getting the amount of views they should. But I'm still happy that you guys enjoy them. And yeah, thanks for joining on the live stream. Even though I kind of showed off Lego and some stuff that's not really as interesting to you guys, but it's interesting for me. So I'm glad you guys kind of sat there and, bared with me, listening to me talking about the stuff I like. But hey, that's kind of what toy reviewer people are, I guess, But anyway, thank you all for watching. This has been Briximus Prime, and I'll catch